Okay guys, it is time for a new update here on the Bitcoin price because we are forming a bearish chart pattern on the smaller time frames, which is going to break out today, and this means I'm going to take imminent actions on my $2 million worth of Bitcoin long positions that I still have open right now that are in a combined profit of well above $200,000 right now. So I don't want to waste these unrealized gains, so I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do. Am I going to scale these long trades up? Am I going to take profit? Am I maybe even going to open a short position? Stick around till the very end of this video and you will find out. Besides that, guys, as always, thank you very much for your support. Before we are now jumping into the different time frames, make sure to smash up a like here on today's video, guys. Every single video of mine reaches 1,000 likes, so I would really appreciate it if we could reach the 1,000 likes here once again on today's video. And besides that, make sure to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And for sure, guys, I always appreciate it if you leave nice comments down below, pushing the YouTube algorithm and making sure this video is actually getting suggested to other Bitcoin traders here in the community. But now let's just take a look at my trades. I'm going to take action. I was about to tell you right now, but I think it's more important that I tell you and I show you the charts first so you understand why I'm actually making this decision. First of all, right now in our Wyckoff logic, we are still here within this possible accumulation phase, and we are still again entering a zone of very strong resistance. As you guys know, the $44,000 to $45,000 level is an area of highly strong resistance for Bitcoin. The last two times we touched it, we in both cases opened a short position and took around $50,000 of profit of both of these short positions. I mean, the short position we opened here, we made $400,000 actually, because we perfectly closed it here at the support at $35,000. But still, this is not really relevant for us right now because we have to keep an eye on the smaller time frames because we are right now forming a rising wedge there. And guys, a rising wedge is definitely a bearish chart pattern. The good thing is that it's only happening on the 1 hourly time frame. And why is that? First of all, on the 1 hourly time frame, the bearish breakdown target of this rising wedge would only be the $40,800 level. Why this could be a problem, I'm going to show you with the help of the bigger time frames in a second. But for now, the breakdown target wouldn't be anything all too scary. The only problem that we would get through a bearish breakout out of this rising wedge, and guys, I have to sadly tell you, the probability of a breakout to the downside with the rising wedge are definitely higher than the probability of a break to the upside. One thing we can for sure say is that we have this downward sloping resistance here that we also had on the 4 hourly time frame, and we now retested it. Maybe this is just a bigger retest on the bigger time frames, on the 4 hourly, for example, but I have to say, for me, the only really relevant thing is that even if we break this rising wedge to the downside, I don't think that would be the biggest problem because it's only on the 1 hourly time frame. The biggest problem would be if we're breaking here our 0.618 Fibonacci retracement levels to the downside, right? And these are right in the area of $41,700 to $42,200. So as you guys can already see, this very important dead cat bounce 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level is actually above the bearish breakdown target of this rising wedge. So what I'm first of all now keeping an eye on is very heavily if this rising wedge breaks to the upside or downside. If it breaks to the upside, for sure I will scale up my long positions, because in that case for sure a dead cat bounce is for sure completely unlikely, and then we completely confirm the 0.618 by breaking here the old high point to the upside, which we didn't manage to do so with a 4 hourly candle yet. So before I take massive actions on my trades, I'm still waiting for a clear breakout here above the old high point, like I also told you in the last video. And also because we now have this new danger of this rising wedge here on the 1 hourly time frame, I'm actually also going to wait till we close a 4 hourly candle above the $43,300 level, because then I can be sure that also in the 1 hourly time frame here this rising wedge broke to the upside and there's no danger of the bears actually achieving a breakdown to the downside and getting a bearish price target of below our very important dead cat bounce levels at the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. On a daily time frame, besides that, we are still forming here this ascending triangle. Nothing is looking all too bad. We are still right at our $44,000 to $45,000 resistance area. I mean, this is still the most important resistance area. As soon as we break this to the upside, I will scale up my trades heavily. I mean, this is for sure, because I'm expecting a very bullish move afterwards, just because also not only that we are then closing a daily candle above this very important resistance, no, that would most likely also result in us closing a weekly candle. The weekly candle closing here in 3 days and 12 hours. We can already notice how important the following days here are going to be for the Bitcoin price, because when we're taking a look, the $45,000 level, if we're breaking that on the daily time frame, I mean, the chances are very, very high actually that the weekly candle is going to close above the $44,300 level then as well, and that would mean that we have a beautiful weekly W pattern breakout confirmation to the upside, and we are also moving back above our weekly EMA ribbons, which also would be a super bullish sign. So I might probably even double these positions in size. It's not unlikely in the scenario that this happens. So let's keep an eye on the $43,300 level for today. Besides that, I mean, if you also want to know when this rising wedge would break to the downside, I can tell you this exactly as well. For the next couple of hours, if we're breaking below the $42,500, $600 pretty much with a 1 hourly candle close, then this would be here a breakout to the downside out of our rising wedge, and after a retest, for a successful retest for the bears and a break below the breakdown low point, then we would need to expect prices of maybe even $40,800. But yeah, that for sure would rather be a bearish sign. So yeah, let's hope for the breakout to the upside. But now, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe, activate the bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Smash up a like. Let's reach the 1,000 likes. Thank you very much, guys, for your support. Thank you very much for all the comments, and we are going to see us in the next video. Till then, bye.